What is up, my bubbly boys? To have another video, and today we are going to be doing a $30 budget deck. So the new structure deck just came out, Crimson King, and it was actually pretty nice. So I thought we might do a budget version of the deck. Basically what you do for this $30 budget deck, all you need to do is go to the store, literally, and just buy three of the same structure deck, and then boom, you already have your deck ready to be going to locals and stuff. So this deck is actually kind of solid, not gonna lie. And after that, later on, of course, once you start getting more used to it, then you could start upgrading it if you really want to. And before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe. It will help me out a lot. And we're trying to reach 100 subscribers, so please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And without further ado, we won't waste any more of your time. Here we go. So first, we are running 3 copies of Soul Resonator. Soul Resonator is pretty mandatory. At 3 is your main starter. It's basically a 1-card combo, which is kind of insane. And in Yu-Gi-Oh, 1-card combos are absolutely insane. Next, we are running 3 copies of Crimson Resonator. Crimson Resonator is also another starter. This can be part of a 2-card starter as well. So it's actually pretty nice to have it as a starter as well as one of your combo pieces at the same time. Next, we have 2 Vision Resonator. 2 Vision Resonator is pretty mandatory. It's Extender and a Searcher. So you could even run 3 if you want to, but I just think 2 is fine. It's not really something you want to see in your opening hand. So that's why I think 2 is fine. Same thing with Synchron Resonator. You only need 2. Basically, 1 is part of your combo, turn 1 combo, and then another one is just basically for the grind game. Next, we have Bone Archfiend. Bone Archfiend is insane in this deck because it first of all, it's like a combo piece, and it's basically a Foolish Barrier for this deck. And then after that, it can even revive itself from the graveyard, which is actually kind of nice. So definitely 3 copies of that. Next, 3 Wandering King Wildwind. This one is basically another extender. It's basically a level 4 extender. If you control tuner with 1500 or less attack, you could summon it from your hand. Next, we have Asketer. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Dawnwalker. This basically gets into your level 8s. And of course, we're running the 1 Fire Ant, so we could go into our big boy level 8s. Let's say if you're going second, it's actually really nice. Next, 1 Chupacabra. You don't want to run 3 because it gets in the way of Pot of Extravagance, so that's why I'm only running 1 for now for the grind game. Next, speaking of Pot of Extravagance, we're playing 3 copies of it. Pretty mandatory to play 3. It's pretty insane, and it gets you so much draw power and just makes your deck so much more consistent. Next are the main spell searcher of your deck. We have 3 copies of Gaia. Gaia is pretty nice. Searches for your Crimson Resonator, searches for your Soul Resonator, searches for your Vision Resonator as well as Red Zone, which we'll get into a bit. This is a really nice searcher and has a bonus effect, but we don't really use that bonus effect unless we go with second. Next, Resonator Call is the main searcher. Don't see a reason to not play 3 of this. This is pretty insane. Next, Resonator Command. This also ups the consistency of our deck by a lot. Next, after that, I'm dropping cards here. 3 Fiendish Golem and 1 Fiendish Chain. This is just basically our interruptions going first. 2 Red Zone and 1 Terror's the Overroot. I personally like Terror's the Overroot in this deck. I think it's pretty insane. And 2 Red Zone, the only reason being is that it's searchable, but I would even run 1. Later on when you want to upgrade this deck, you want to run it at 1. But I think 2 is great for this deck, especially since it's only $30. Now for the extra deck. For the extra deck, we are running 3 copies of Red Rising Dragon. Red Rising Dragon is pretty mandatory and is really good in the grind game, and you don't want to banish it off of your Pot of Extravagance. So 3 copies of it is pretty mandatory. Next, we are running 2 copies of Scarlet Dragon. Scarlet Dragon is one of your combo pieces. It's not the end of the world if we banish all 2 of them, but it's pretty good to have, and it's just one of the best board breakers in the game. I mean, it's a pretty good board breaker. Next, 3 Red Dragon Archfiend. This is what you summon off a Scar Red. It's actually pretty nice. Of course, you have to run 3 of him because the deck is all around him. So you gotta definitely do that. Two copies of Hot Red Dragon of the Abyss. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. Okay, my bad. This is basically the monster negate, or just like the Omni negate of the deck. Just basically negates the effects of one card in a field. Quick effect. And next, for the one-ofs, we're running one Supernova. You actually go into this, which is actually pretty nice. One Scarlight, Hot Red Dragon, and then one Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. Alrighty, my bubbly boys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.